Stand still.
All at once? I don't... You've just got to expand your thinking.
Is this what you're looking for?
Yes, that's it. Thank you, big sis.
Big sis.
Something on your mind, big sis?
Nothing. But promise me you won't play on the streets alone from now on, even in Akima. Your vulnerabilities will make you a target for others' malice. For many, it's easier to do wrong than to do good. Believe me, I know from experience.
Big sis, your words are so hard to understand. I'm really confused.
Sorry. It seems I've forgotten how to talk to a child. Your innocence feels so distant to me now.
That's all right. I might not understand everything, but I still appreciate your advice. I'll be careful. Oh, and by the way, you look so pretty. Just like Goddess Nestia on the teleslate. So shiny and sparkly. Your eyes are like two beautiful gems. I'm so jealous. I want you to have this knucklebone talisman, big sis. I hope it brings you luck every day and keeps you safe from bullies.
Thank you, child. There's one more threat marked by the nymphs. Kefali, Skyfather, I seek your guidance. May your hand keep all things in order. Something wrong?
Who goes there? Lady Aglaea! What brings you,
Corruption and madness are lurking behind these anomalies. I must deal with them myself to prevent further troubles. But I don't want to alarm the public. Can I trust you, Honorable Guard?
Absolutely, Lady Aglaea. You have my solemn vow that none of this will come to light.
Thank you. If you don't mind, I will handle it from here.
May Kefali bless you, Lady Aglaea.
That young guard reads between the lines well. If the end weren't so near, he would have a bright future ahead of him. I'd better focus on the matter at hand first. Filth, show yourself. It's truly pathetic. A soldier stripped of all glory, lurking in the margins like a parasite. Return to the dust, Titankin.
Don't let me down now. We have a deal. There's no backing out now. For me, or for you.
Don't come any closer!
Move aside, amateurs! Fiends or devils! I'll crush them all!
Feeling bold?
I owe you one. Where there's a will, there's a way. Need a hand? What's the matter? Eager for some more self-inflicted misery?
Stand still.
What's wrong? Never seen perfection up close before. You've just got to expand your thinking.
May as well kill them all.
You've got to lose some to win.
Field marked by the nymphs has been cleansed. I should go find teacher. Show yourself now, before golden thread is stained with your blood.
Well, well. A demigod never ceases to impress. Not even a top assassin with a lifetime of purging experiences can slip past you.
What are you up to, Elder Kindness?
Drop the act. You noticed my informants a long time ago, didn't you? You stayed silent to throw us off, so we'd let our guard down, while maintaining that everything you did abides by the Council's regulations. Correct?
When it comes to schemes and manipulation, Zagreus can't hold a candle to the Council.
That's quite flattering, Crisis Heir. We bear no ill will. We just want to reiterate that the Crisis Heir's governance of the Holy City is only temporary. A provisional transfer of authority during these extraordinary times. While gods see and hear more extensively, mortals have their own means of dealing with things. When that so-called prophecy crumbles, the destiny of Akama shall once again rest in the grasp of its people.
Rest in the grasp of its people, or yours, Elder Kindness?
Ease off on the hostility. You'd do well to remember nearly half of the elders stood against entrusting the Holy City to you in that crucial vote. I am but one voice in the dissent. Keep following your chosen path, demigod. Use every bit of your power to show that we are mistaken. But don't forget for a second, in Amphorius, even gods are not above the law. I'm quite interested to see how long you can stick with this hands-on way of doing things.
I will employ every means at my disposal to save Amphorius, Elder Kindness. Whether it means wresting it from the grasp of the gods, or yours. Trinan, it seems she has begun to make arrangements for defending Akima. The dangers lurking within Akima have been eradicated. I've also cleansed the city of filth.
Thank you, Aggie. That elder just now, was she causing you trouble again?
Worry not. I'm capable of handling it, Trinan.
You should know that during the Chrysos War, Kindness was...
An assassin known for purging the Chrysos heirs. I am aware. Like I mentioned before, the Council is not our adversary. At least, not now. We should be focusing on the more pressing matter at hand.
You're right. We've taken all possible precautions against Nikador. It did not come easy, though. Trianne is already near her limits.
How much of her power is left?
Taking this time into account, she should still be able to open the Century Gates 3. No, maybe just 2 more times.
And after that?
Traby will take over as the gatekeeper, according to what we've agreed on.
Waiting seems to be our only plan now.
Indeed. Let us wait here in this garden, Aggie.
Please, enlighten me, Trinan. In the world, as you perceive it, does the prophecy remain as clear as it was when it first descended?
Golden runes shimmer against the azure sky, and myriad fragments of words dance around Kefali. The prophecy remains as clear as ever.
Does it foretell the triumph of Finan and the others?
It remains silent, seemingly cognizant of the outcome, though it's unwilling to let us in on the answer just yet.
We're not going to be finding our solace in the prophecy this time, then. So be it. If indeed he is Fate's chosen child, then the prophecy is nothing more than a footnote to his tale.
How can we go back to the past?
Mem! Me, Mem! 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 Mem!
Nikador. They're still locked in battle. The battle is still raging. I can feel the intensity even from here. I understand how you feel, miss. But right now, we must head to another battlefield.
Mem! Mem, me, mem, me, mem. Mem, 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 mem. Mem. Me, mem.
Is that the gate to the past? Let's go, miss. We will unravel Nikador's secrets together. So this is how it looked like before Aglaea closed their eyes. We should first figure out which era we've traveled back to.
The memory fragments we gathered from Mem all point toward the final stage of the Chrysos War. We might be able to use that as a starting point for our deductions. We may draw suspicion this way. Castrum Kremnos is no leisure spot for tourists. We shouldn't draw unnecessary attention to ourselves. Let's start with the city's surroundings. We might be able to gather some clues by listening and observing. Under all this resplendence is the distinct stench of death. But even the most magnificent of deaths can never be sweet. Hello?
What is it?
May I ask if you're here to join the competition?
Competition? No. I have no interest in meaningless sports.
So, you're here for Nikador's festival?
Utterly foolish.
War has left its mark on many from this period, so please don't take it personally. It's a scroll written in the common tongue. We should see what it's about. Courage, honor, reason, tenacity, sacrifice. Nikador did live up to these values in his prime, but now... Kremnos seems to be hosting a festival, where its victor can go on to have an audience with the ruler and be bestowed with honor. It's just as Mr. Damionis described. If we can pose as participants, we might be able to get into the city.
Finest weapons for sale! Come take a look! The sharpest blades in all of Kremnos. Gladiator swords, maces, and bucklers crafted by the grand craftsman Cartonis himself. Ha-ha! Looking to breeze through your foes at the Kremnos Festival? Huh. I've got the best weapons right here for you. Those boorish warriors know nothing about quality gear. Ah, but you're not like them. With your air of sophistication, you must be a noble from one of the grand city-states, right? Here, let me show you what I have in stock.
The craftsmanship of a weapon reveals the time period it's made. We can afford to take a quick look.
Finest weapons for sale. Come take a look. The sharpest blades in all of Kremnos. Gladiator swords, maces, and bucklers crafted by the grand craftsman Cartonis himself. Ha-ha! Looking to breeze through your foes at the Kremnos Festival? Huh. I've got the best weapons right here for you.
We can afford to take a quick look. Miss, much as we're in a memory of the past, impulse buying is still an undesirable behavior.
You're quite the high roller. Thank you, and please come again.
May I take a look at that weapon, miss? I've seen enough. Let's go, miss.
Leaving already? Don't you want to browse through my other wares? Well then, come back anytime. If you make it through the festival today.
Those weapons reek of blood. He made an effort to conceal it, but traces of death aren't something you can easily erase. I shudder to even consider where he got his goods from. He didn't lie about the weapon being one of Cartonis' handiwork, though. Thanks to its inscription, I now have a fairly good guess of the time period we're in.
Crown Prince. Chrysosaur, what a joke! Midemos is just a coward. Those who deserted Kremnos with him have brought shame upon the Lance of Fury. Despicable traitors will never bask in glory again.
But Midemos is undoubtedly the mightiest warrior among us. Who else can we turn to now that he's gone?
What nonsense are you spouting? King Euripon, the rightful ruler of Castrum Kremnos, has not fallen! He still stands firm in this city, and has never given up on awakening the Great Titan! As long as we remain steadfast at his side, we'll reclaim our former glory and sow bloodshed and conquest amongst our foes!
King Euripon. Right, of course. The people of this time wouldn't know the fate of that old king yet. He was killed by Lord Mighty. No! I don't believe that Lord Mighty left out of cowardice. It was, in fact, a courageous choice. With that, we should have enough to determine the time period we are currently in. Let's run through everything we know so far, miss. Lord Mighty has gone to seek refuge in Akama with some of his people. Old King Euripon still reigns, though Nikador has fallen into a slumber. And Castrum Kremnos is now gathering warriors from all over in preparation for their festival. It seems that we've traveled back to the last years of the Chrysos War, a time when Castrum Kremnos grappled with both internal strife and the Titan's waning divinity. The safest bet is to play by the rules. They happen to be hosting a festival in the city. We can try entering as participants? Let's make our way into the city first. We can then wait for the right opportunity to strike. When it comes down to it, I will take care of Nikador's kin. That should be the place to sign up.
Oh, such a pity. Those 3 warriors were so close to completing the trial, to emerging as victorious Kremnoan warriors, and to earning an audience with our glorious King Europon. And yet, they collapsed at the final hurdle. The fury-eyed Praetor swiftly hacked them down, reducing them to mere mincemeat. May Nikador recognize their valor and embrace their heroic spirits. Next! Do we have any more warriors ready for the challenge? King Europon awaits, longing for the first brave soul to survive and stand before him.
This was a time when life was valued far less than bread. People hardly bat their eyelids at the savagery and death that had become commonplace.
Oh, does no one have the courage to take up the challenge? Are you not prepared to wager your glory and set your lives ablaze under the splendor of Kremnos?
Let me through.
Why, it's you again, inarticulate fool. Unarmed, and yet you dare to think you can join the Kremnos festival? That's an insult to the Lance of Fury. I've told you before, this is a trial for 3. This is a trial that requires 3 people. If you can't even gather enough comrades to stand by you in life and death, it's time you went home and took up herding.
Let me through.
So you're not just inarticulate, but also hard of hearing. Keep up this act of nuisance, and I'll be sure to show you how uncivil we can get.
Teams of 3. Miss, this might be our chance. We can enter the city with him.
Huh? Who are...
You two.
I see what this is. As you wish. Good for you. You now have allies to court death with. Come on up here, fool. The adrenaline-pumping scenes are becoming a bit tiresome, so adding a wildly mismatched interlude would make for a refreshing change and spice things up. Let the trial begin, then. Your only goal is to survive. As long as you still hold the breath of life, you'll either triumph over every trial and claim worldly glory, or leave your soul in Kremnos to become fuel for strife.
Have faith, miss. Lord Finon and Lord Mighty are still fighting. We must match their unwavering resolve.
Can we enter now?
Eager to meet your demise? Very well then. Let the trial begin. Give me your names, warriors.
Castorus.
Nice.
Castorus, Nias, and another. It is an honor to see your true faces revealed by the radiant glow of the Blade of Fury. In the name of the 5 virtues of Nikador, courage, honor, Reason, tenacity, and sacrifice. Stride through the holy city's gate and embrace your fate. May your courageous souls satisfy Nikador and fuel the conquests of Kremnos.
Lord Anaias, may I ask what is it you are fighting for?
Fighting needs no reason. I seek only to crush foolishness.
They have fewer guards than I expected. I thought we'd be greeted with something more intense.
Meaningless. Why stall those charging for death's door?
Death is not part of our plan, Lord Naias. We should work on solving the puzzle they've set for us. Look, there are 2 braziers on that wall. Could they be some sort of hint? And those mechanisms protruding from the ground. Should we attempt to activate them? A prophecy tablet. Let's make use of the tools here to solve the puzzle. Look, we lit the brazier.
You seem quite familiar with these devices.
Huh? They're all over Amphorius.
Give an inch, and they'll definitely take a mile. I always make good on my promises.
Don't come any closer!
Move aside, amateurs! Fiends or devils! I'll crush them all!
We have a deal. There's no backing out now. For me, or for you.
So, just a little backstabber here.
Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
Still as hopeless. The door to a whole new world. I'm gonna hold everyone back again.
Get them!
Amazing. But then again, it's me we're talking about.
Is this the exit? Oh, it's locked. Let's focus on igniting the braziers first.
Onyx.
What's wrong, Lord?
You've gotta lose some to win some.
Curiosity is a endless riddle, but the answer is nothing but a void.
Relax.
Still as hopeless as ever. You've just got to expand your thinking, glimpse the unknown for a moment, and let it captivate you.
Give an inch.
Need a hand?
The door to a whole new world. Do we have to fight? Somebody!
Titan creations! When did they become so weak?
Rest in peace.
A dreamless sleep is nothing but deathly silence.
The gate has opened, as expected.
A meaningless challenge to erode the patience of warriors.
Barricades. We must find a way to remove them. Could it be a challenge that requires us to use the hand of Zagreus? Let's get closer and find out. The embodiment of all things despicable. Their legacy reduced to mere playthings for humans. Crumbled to dust. This is a lot. The way ahead is now clear. Lord Nias, before we move on, there's something we must explain to you.
You're not here for this foolish competition.
How did you...
You've been fighting to suppress your true thoughts within you all this while. You cannot deceive me. I know you have no care for that fatuous king's contrived glory. You can keep your motive to yourselves, so long as you stay out of my way. I've said it before. To obliterate the deeply entrenched roots of foolishness within Castrum Kremnos.
Now the true challenge begins. This is where it gets difficult.
Forestalling. They are meant to taste defeat on the battlefield. Deter us further, and I shall send them to Thanatos!
Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
You gotta lose some to win some.
Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom. Relax.
Still as hopeless as ever. The door to a whole new world. Impressive.
May as well kill them all.
This is worth learning.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Stand still.
All at once? You've just got to expand your thinking. Impressive.
That brew this won't take long to learn.
Curiosity. Endless riddles. But the answer is nothing but a void.
Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
Still as hopeless as ever. The door to a whole new world. Glimpse the unknown for a moment and let it captivate you.
Need a hand? Bending the rules, are we?
These goons are much tougher than they seem.
But then again, it's me we're talking about.
Aha! It's my lucky day.
We have a deal. There's no backing out now. For me, or for you.
Don't come any closer!
Move aside, amateurs! Fiends or devils! I'll crush them all!
Relax. Just going to hurt.
Still as hopeless as ever. You've just got to expand your thinking. Maybe I can do this. Demon! Impressive. This is worth learning. So, just a little fast fella here.
Stand still.
Fine weapon. It's a real beauty.
Not even a thanks.
With a bit of sprucing up, no one will guess it secondhand.